Hey guys, Forever Stan. Hope everybody's doing great today. I was just watching something on YouTube, and I just remembered a prophecy. This is not a prophecy that I actually got, but this is a prophecy that I heard years ago. That with the climate stuff and things that's happening, what's going to happen is we're going to have so many storms that the government will not be able to keep up with repairing after these storms. That each year the storms will get worse and the water will move up. And a lot of things that I'm seeing now is actually that is coming to pass. A lot of these prophecies don't happen until years later. Most prophecies don't happen right off. So I really believe we're going to see these storms get worse and worse and worse. And I don't want to be the guy that's tooting the horn about all types of bad news, but it is actually happening. It is coming to pass. So, I'd rather say something about what is coming to pass and things to look out for than somebody that puts the blinders on your eyes and you don't want to even say anything about what's going on. But like I'm saying, there is a prophecy talking about how these storms will get worse over a period of time, and we'll have so many storms that the governments won't be able to repair. They'll go broke from repairing after all these storms, and we're seeing that happen right now. I really believe some of our government is actually helping us along with all their fires and all their crazy stuff. But as they prep the earth with fire, starting fires and doing crazy things, they're causing the earth to move into what's going on, as you're seeing. I don't really know, but as I was sitting here thinking about this stuff, I was just reminded of some of the things that was actually going on, and some of the prophecies that I actually remembered from years and years ago about some of the storms that will constantly happen every season to get worse and worse and worse. And we'll see where the government can't supply all the needs that they need for these after these storms. And I don't know what is to come. I mean, I've not been told. The Holy Spirit's not told me anything about what's to come. I do know that there is an agenda playing out in our government. I do know that for a fact. And I never was told any more about that. I saw that there was a wave coming in years ago, about 2 years ago, and it was going to go across different things. But I did see there was a lot of people who's going to be protected from this. But as we're seeing with the government took over by the I'll say the U.S. CCP, like a Soviet-like ordeal. They have tried to control our government. They've tried to control our states. They're trying to control our judicial system. They're working in all that manner to try to put in their own values and their own ways, trying to dismantle our Constitution. We're seeing that too. So they're just hoping. I just really believe that they're hoping that the American people is weak enough not to fight back. That's what they're saying. That's what they're hoping. And they're hoping that we don't fight back, and then they can play game as usual. Guys, I'm telling you, you're going to have to speak up. They don't want you to get mad. They definitely don't want you to get mad, because if you get mad, it goes against their agenda. You need to get mad. You need to be upset. And you don't need peace when it comes to somebody taking your land and your property. Because if you do go in that way, there's going to be bad repercussions from that. So, there's time for peace and there's time for war. There's times for different things. It says it in the Bible. There's always different times for different things. But, we're seeing this stuff play out. And we're going to have to really pay attention and not pay attention to the news a lot, because they really control us by the news. They try to tell you what to think, what to do, and all that stuff. So we really got to be careful with that stuff. try to find some trusted broadcast. Not a lot of them's trusted by no means. Try to stay close to the Lord and let Him reveal things to you. I think in the show I said the other night is that Jesus is not left nor right. He's not Republican nor Democrat. He's in the middle. So He knows how those things flow. So none of them's really, one of them's completely wrong, but the other one's not completely right at all. So, you got to stick to the Lord with things. That's just one thing I've got to say. Just reminded me about a prophecy I heard, not a prophecy that I got, but a prophecy I heard years ago about these storms will get worse and worse and worse and worse. And that's the only part of that prophecy that I remember about what they said about this stuff. So I don't know what, God has in plan for this coming year. I do know it's political season, and there's going to be a lot of funny games happening in our news, in our states, because these political parties has been weaponized, and they don't play a normal game anymore. They arrest each other and say things about each other and do things that's just not correct, the way we work things here in the United States. But they're playing the CCP's game, how to manipulate and use people and do things. So we've got to look out for that. But I can say is that pray for our country, speak what the Lord has you to speak, stand up for your rights, and things will go in a good manner. But if we don't stand up, we just lay down and let them do what they want to do, things will never change, and they'll go on as usual, planned as usual. So we do have to speak out for our rights. They don't want you to speak out for your rights. They want you to stay quiet. That's why they actually censor a lot of people on social media. So we do need to learn how to speak for our rights, but do it in a right manner. We've got to be able to do that, because actually social media and some of the platforms is the only way we got to speak out. I mean, really. And they're trying to control that. So it's very unique to see how this stuff works. I've never saw our nation in the fix that it is today. I've never saw it. I've been voting for a very long time. And it's always been kindly fair. And the political parties on both sides wasn't much difference. I mean, one wasn't really rogue and doing crazy things like the other one. I mean, they never was like that. Now the other ones went completely rogue, trying to bring controversy against the other party and trying to destroy everybody there. That used to never happen. I never saw that before. Seeing that more these days. But like I said, you got to stand up for your rights. You've got to stick to the Lord, let Him guide you in every way that you can. Because if you don't listen to Him, a lot of times you're not going to get the right news. You're not going to get a right of anything. That's a guarantee. So, guys, you have a blessed day, and God bless you. And I'll be talking to you soon.